Greetings, everybody.
There's not even a comment. Are we officially live yet?
We are live. We've lost our fan base. Why has this happened? Why?
It's okay. We have the fantastic listeners on Indie Volt Radio.
Yeah.
That'll tune in and listen to us. We've become we're a habit with a lot of them.
Yeah.
Nope, a clever title. What? No. All of a sudden I'm getting all my notifications from Google. Isn't that great? Oh, here we are. We're officially live. Oh, yeah. And there's something else. Oh, we are officially live.
Yeah, we are live.
Stockwell, whoever said hi. Hey, Stockwell.
Are you public on your page?
81-2012. Huh?
Are you public on your page?
I was public before, but knowing Facebook, they have made me private again. So, because that seems to be what they do.
Does Facebook keep hiding your privates? Is that what's happening?
Oh, wait a minute. I think I got a comment here I didn't send in. Let me find that.
Hi, Ralph.
Yes, I did. I'm good to
go. Stockwell says hi. Ralph Griffin says, yo. Hello, Ralph. Hello. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Indie Vote Live. We are here because it's Tuesday. It's 9 o'clock, right? You know, we got to be here.
It knocked me down to friends again.
Did it?
Ralph is there. Daphne Lage is there. Hey, Daphne. How are you? You're welcome to come on the show, too. That's JD's wife.
Ah, okay. Yeah, let me roll the intro so we can get started today's show.
Had a good discussion with JD. Do you want me to run it? Hang on.
I got it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'm right here. All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to run.
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine here now. Thank you. How are you?
That's what I thought we were going to open with.
No, I never start with that one. I always start with.
That usually describes the show.
Yeah, I start with my my sweet Indie Vote intro. It must run every episode. Sometimes I've forgotten though. Sometimes I have forgotten to run that. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone had a great holiday. That's our opinion.
Was that for us? That wasn't for us, though, right?
Well, we can read it. The opinion expressed in the following broadcast are not necessarily those of Indie Vote Media LLC, its staff, contributors, or sponsor. Viewer discretion is advised.
Once again, we don't know where these opinions come from.
Yeah, we pull these opinions straight out of our ass.
Just walk in.
Yeah, buddy. It's horrible. It's been a horrible week for comics. It's been
What's the shape of the world?
No.
Terrible things are going on in the world right now.
They are. Very horrible things. And also, well, not for him. His world is great right now.
We all have our problems.
Yeah. He just doesn't know where to throw all that money.
He has happier problems than we have. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
Anyway,
let's Randy, should we jump into the questions this week? Because we got 4 of them.
We should introduce ourselves.
We should introduce. Okay. Well, yeah, you're right. Hello, everyone out there. I'm Varian Grant. That's me.
Smee.
HGIC. Head Geek in Charge. And I am an artist, a comic artist, a comic book publisher, writer. Just do all kinds of things. Reluctant taxpayer. Almost say reluctant Taft. What's a Taft? I mean, there's Taft, but you know. Anyway, yeah, that's me. And I am the founder of Indie Vote Media LLC. I'm joined by always with Lola. She's and Mr. Randy Zim. How are you today, sir?
I'm good. Hey, everybody. I'm Randy Zimmerman. I am an award-winning graphic and commercial artist whose specialty is sequential art and advertising. I've printed in independent and alternative comics for many, many years. And now my specialty is advertising sequential art, really. That, and I'm working on my old crowdfunding book, and I have the Zim Geek channel here on YouTube. That's ZIMMGEEK. That new content will eventually get up there sooner or later. I do a lot more content here with the Indie Volt. So
excellent. And Randy, it's really cool to have you on today too, because we got some questions from Indie Volt Radio that we weren't able to answer last week.
You need some old man answers to.
I do. I need some old man answers.
Old man, I am the Gandalf of comics. They
Yeah,
say.
these guys are talking about Zippertone. So
Part of the sup ass boys.
this guy was talking about Zippertone. I'm like, what? All right.
We need to put the indie princess right there in the center.
I'm not an ass boy.
Yeah, she said she's not an ass boy. She refused to be an ass boy. So we have now we have let me see here. I'm gonna bring up some of the questions. What do you want to start with, Randy? You want to start with
Wherever you want to start, buddy. I'm your Ed McMahon.
all right, here we go. We're gonna start with this one. And it's a rough one to start with, but go ahead and read that
That's
for
a
us.
rough one. Oh, ass boys. No, sup ass boys. My cousin is selling a small toy and comic con in Tennessee. My cousin is selling a small toy and Comic Con in Tennessee to me, but he's actually paying me to take it off his hands. He'll stay on for a few years to help run it, but he's out as owner. He can't refund the table money due to COVID cancellations, so selling is his best way out. Anyway, I want you guys to come. I attached your comp app in the email. What comp app?
He did.
Comp,
He
comp
sent
application.
application. Yeah.
And not amputation. Amputation.
Yeah. he
In the
did.
email.
I didn't put his name in here because I didn't know if he wanted me to do that.
Why is not being able to refund the table money? His only way out is to sell the con to his cousin. Yet
Because Randy,
there's still a level of liability there.
he can't afford to pay back the money, so therefore he's
Why am I
selling.
frozen?
Yeah, you are frozen with a very determined look on your face, mind you. Yeah. That's the look he gives. Like that's the look he gives, like you when he's really disappointed. Like he did what?
That's the look he gives when my stock went down 3 points again.
Yeah. Hey, come on, Genius Brands. What the hell?
I swear it'll moon sometime.
Yeah, this guy, what happened was that he's selling his con because COVID canceled it and he doesn't want to give any of the money back. So he's giving it to his cousin. And that's what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
So
people are still screwed. Is that so he can screw people out of
well,
their
now
table money?
the cousin wants to do it the right way.
Yeah.
And yeah. Let's see here. Eric, you got a gray screen of doom.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix things. Hold on.
Where in Tennessee is his con?
Well, I don't want to say it and get the guy in trouble.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Off the air, we'll talk about it.
Well, if he wants us there, we'll be happy to go. We go wherever we're asked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll come in. We'll be happy to come to his show.
We'd love to go and meet our fans, especially,
Katrina says, question.
Unusual state.
Yeah. So yeah, I would be happy to go. What do you guys think about that? Rob, you want to weigh in on that at all?
I mean, it's fraud. It really is fraud, but it's legal fraud. It is literally legal fraud. He can get away with it, and there's nothing legal you can do about it. He can do all this. He can declare like the welcome to capitalism, the dark side of it. This happens all the time. We're just seeing it in an industry now where people suddenly go, I can make money this way. And this is basically a short sell. And that's what they're doing to the cons. And we're going to see a lot more of this. This is going to get ugly. And I feel bad for everyone. I mean, all the cons canceling, try to get your table money back. They'll tell you about their large payroll that they have to make it to next year. And you're like, motherfucker, I got to make it to next year too.
I do like the extra A on there, the motherfucker.
I was sweating about my deposit from the market, but they did finally return it to me. So
Ralph says, did he spend it on concert tickets? Probably did, Ralph.
Could have.
He probably did.
Absolutely. It's that banjo playoff in Tennessee that he had to attend.
Oops. So I don't
know how you could spend money on concerts under these current conditions. So
yeah.
So unless you're in South Dakota, then you're pretty much under some sort of restriction.
Here's one from Randy's own heart. A person after your own heart, Randy.
After my own heart.
After your own heart. Right?
Sorry,
Guy wrote in.
I'm married. I've been married for about 30 years.
His name is Jeff, and Jeff wrote in this here. Here you go, Randy.
So what do you people do when you're tired of all the negative bullshit in the industry? All the name calling, the tattling, rumor mill BS. I remember when comics rumors were about what creative team was taking over what book, what character was returning from the dead. Now it's about who is sticking whose unit into whatever hole. Jeff, thanks for writing in, Jeff. You have a good point. Well, I probably shouldn't say that after just reading what you said. But you raise a good question, buddy.
Yeah.
Really do. Remember, everybody, our show is rated TVMA DLSV.
Yeah, where the D
where the SV stands for silly variant.
Yeah, he has a good point though. I mean, what there has been times where I've dealt with. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I need a break. I need to unplug. I need to go sit and watch movies. I know Rob's done it a few times where he's like, okay, you know what? I'm done for the day. I'm off social media. He goes to the gym. Work off the aggression there. There can be a lot of, if you're working in this industry, as much as most of us do, it can be kind of challenging.
Very disheartening. Yeah. But a lot of us just go back into our hole and get back to work. That's what we do. Get away from the name calling, stop the crab bucketing, and just get back to work and try to be better artists, and make this industry better. It all starts with you. What are you going to do? Are you going to put up with the BS? Are you going to add to the BS? Are you going to add to the hate and the trolling? Or are you going to go out there and, make sure all your posts are positive and you're not complaining too much? There's nothing wrong with telling people that you're having a crap day or that somebody's crap or whatever, as long as you're not making a hardcore trolling industry out of it. People do wrong all the time, but we don't have to be gossip gooses or whatever you want to call yourselves and sitting in a knitting circle and, oh, hey, I don't know about who did what now? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or like he said, who's sticking it into what and whose hole. Yeah. So, and most of the time, we don't want to know that anyway.
What were you going to say, Rob? Okay, well, Rob's talking.
Rob says 1 minute.
Yeah, he's having another conversation right now, but I do believe that the good point is that I need that break sometimes. I think we all need a break because there's so many things that tend to happen in the industry. You hear about, it was hard. It was hard. I think it even got to Lola because there was a point where she was like, you know what? There's just so much negativity around. I can't take it. She voiced her concerns to me yesterday that there was too much negativity. What are you going to say, Rob?
Sorry, I was yelling at Jax or something. I didn't want you guys to have to hear that.
That's fine.
So here's the basic truth of it, Jeff. Who are you listening to? Because every day I put out positive news about comic books. I talk about the industry. I talk about all the things that are going on, and it's not focusing on whose hole's going into what. I think, Jeff, it's what you're paying attention to. And you have to train yourself, hey, this is noise I don't want to hear. Let me turn it off. If you have to block a friend for 30 days, block a friend for 30 days. You have that option on Facebook. Like Randy said, it's all about what you're paying attention to. You get to choose the news you let into your mind. And you get to I had this discussion with someone who was on my page. He's like, you're the advocate. You have to let people have their opinions on your page. That's who you are. So I deleted his comment and I politely said, no. I believe in freedom of speech, but this is my profile, so this is my home. And if you were in my home talking to me about how I got to be in my home right now, I'd kick you out. Remember that. Your profiles are your home. If someone's putting things on negative on your home, delete it. Don't let people drag you down. Like Randy always says, don't let the crab bucket kill you. And that's really what it is, because there are these people who want you in the pit with them because they're miserable. Live up, man, Jeff. You go Comic Book Advocates, Indie Vault. All these places are going to give you stuff to entertain you and keep you away from that nonsense. We got you back.
Next time this BS is getting to you, Jeff, take a second out and scan your 5 favorite comic covers and just post them.
Yeah.
Say, isn't this cover awesome?
Yeah.
or your favorite artist, especially if it's somebody that you haven't thought about in a while or that you haven't shown off in a while. You know, look at here. You ever see this picture by Jim Aparo? Look at that shadow under his nose. All he did is squish his brush, and there's a nose shadow. Isn't that great? You know,
JD Calderon
all
says,
sorts of awesome stuff like that.
he says, you go back and make your books because that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're creative, yeah. We got Miss Katrina joining us. She's joined us. She has some grievances. She'll be airing later. And she came into the chat. Yeah. So let me get rid of Jeff's question. Katrina, did you see Jeff's question? Did you want to weigh in on that? Has the negativity in the industry got to you at all?
I think not so much in the industry, but there's been a lot of negativity overall in the last few months, and I had to take a few days away. You
Mhm.
know, I spent some time reading comics, building Lego, just, you know, I stepped away from all of it and kind of recentered and came back.
That's cool. Eric's back. Hallelujah.
He's
Like
still
you're
frozen.
working.
He's still
Nice.
frozen.
He's moving. Yeah, you're moving.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Eric,
We should have everybody introduce themselves as they come on board because we are mostly on the radio.
yeah, we're on the radio right now with right now 27,890 listening. Thank you. Want to thank you. It's really weird, guys. You guys are gonna laugh at this. Right now, China's not listening to us at all.
Oh,
No.
China, come
We're
on.
probably blocked. We're probably blocked.
Yeah.
It's that indie Volt. Oh, screw them.
No.
China doesn't listen to us at all. There's nothing in China, but we do have Germany, we do have the UK, and we do have France. Go ahead, Rob. What were you gonna say?
We love you no matter where you're from.
If there was anything from the devil's advocate that upset China, good. I'm glad.
Yeah. Go ahead, introduce yourself, Eric. We'll go from Eric, then Katrina, then Rob.
Hey, my name is Eric Hodson. I am the Dreaded Dinosaur on all social media platforms. The name comes from my webtoon, Dreaded Dinosaur Man, soon to be a comic book that I'm launching in the fall on Indiegogo platform, and also a small Dinosaur Man story coming to Terraform Comics later on down the line after that. So happy to be here.
Hey guys, I'm Katrina. I waved even though you probably can't see me because that's just what I do. I am an editor and an author. And I guess that's about it. I mean, I do other things, but that's the ones that focus here.
And Rob is the uncanny indie devil. Go ahead, Rob.
That's right. And I'm all about creating books. I got a new book on Kickstarter. I'm so excited about it. It shows my earlier work, which a lot of it's a lot darker than the stuff I've put out recently. And it shows I've grown as a human being. I advocate for comic books. I create books about fetish monsters and more. And I'm always here to give an opinion that hopefully gets a response through the email system.
He just want to get us in trouble. He just wants to get us in all types of trouble. But here's the next question. Randy, go ahead and read that one.
Look, I hook up with the free range girls at cons. There are free range girls at cons. They makes them sound like chickens. Come on. Lots of them is what we do. It's what we do. Wow. Look, I hook up with the free range girls at cons. Lots of them. It's what we do. Cosplay sluts, creative girls, whatever. Now we're all on the chopping block. Phil.
Well, that's what happens to roosters.
Got to stay away from the free range, buddy.
Yeah.
Phil, I want to tell you that I know you've come out of the coma. It's 2020. Some things have changed. Phil, I suggest getting a lawyer and a retainer right away. It's going to help you. You're going to save yourself time. That's my advice to you, Phil. And please get tested. Don't spread whatever's. Get some creams.
Might want to
Come
take
on,
down
man.
your TikTok there, Phil.
And thanks for writing in.
Hasn't TikTok officially been banned? I'm pretty sure it has.
Not officially. It's on the chopping block as well.
Is it? Yeah. China, I think, is throwing up a lot of filters lately.
Look, Phil.
We're throwing them up at China too. So
It's a different world now. You're gonna have to just that free range. It's time to go vegan. That's why I take my wife with me everywhere. Now I don't have to have these problems. Now here's the question everybody's going to weigh in on. You guys are going to fight over who gets to go first. Here we go.
We had nothing else to add to Phil's question.
I had nothing. Did you?
No,
No.
I'm good.
Yeah, okay.
Stay away from
I
free
had a
range.
story about chopping a chicken's head off, but
Those are usually the free range ones are usually too scrawny for me anyway.
Hold on. Also, just for Phil, I say this from the bottom of my heart. Please get therapy. You clearly need it. Please get some therapy, son. You need some.
Yeah, I didn't like the way you put creative girls in quotation.
Need to
Well,
pull
you got-
yourself away from the Beavis and Butthead age.
I'm just
That's
glad I'm married
crap.
because my standards are so high. I'd need grass-fed cosplay girls,
Hormone-free.
Yeah.
non-GMO. Come on.
Yeah. Oh my God, are you smoking? Wait a minute, are you using non-biodegradable toilet paper?
Yeah.
For the record, that's all them saying. I don't want that email. I had nothing. Women are not chicks and they're not free range. You all be you. I love you all.
CM Boss says,
And not all cosplayers are sluts.
yeah.
Well, we'll have to just agree to disagree on that one.
That's why I said it.
CM Boss says,
CM Boo says TikTok and Alibaba, both companies, are trying to leave China.
China.
But will China leave them? That's the question.
Here's a good one, and I know Randy and Eric can have a field day with this question, but here we go.
Field day time.
Kino Subway in the chat says, "Hail everyone! Hail Kino Subway!"
Hail.
Hail.
Hail Kino. Do you guys think it's in bad form to go back to the well of crowdfunding after hitting 1 million on a project? Kickstarter, Indiegogo were created to help with initial funding, not to be storefronts for items. I, for one, will not be crowdfunding any more projects where the original creators have made over $1 million. Terry T. Well, Terry T., you're going to miss out on some good books to start with, but
Yeah.
that would be my first
I was
impression.
gonna say, let me tell you about my Kickstarter then. Trust you, not
There
made
we
$1 million.
There's a lot of good Kickstarters out there, and if you feel that bad, about giving creators their due for work that they've earned, that's entirely up to you.
I want to say something here though, because I used to understand what Terry was saying until it dawned on me one day when I was standing in line at GameStop pre-ordering a video game. I'm doing the same shit. I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm just going in and pre-ordering it, and it's going to be a custom. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. It's going to be a custom.
I'm glad you said that was your dog.
Yeah, I'm getting the book, and I'm and a bunch of other initial perks, and that's going to be great. Otherwise, I'd be stuck without. I'd be stuck maybe waiting to hit eBay and paying.
But you're not worried about standing in line for minutes at a time with 3 or 4 customers ahead of you at GameStop so that you can pre-order that video game that's going to cost you, what, 50, 60, 70 bucks to get. Do you get just a code anymore in order to get up online, or do they actually give you a physical game?
They give you a physical game.
They give you a physical game.
Yeah, you
Great.
still gonna get
To
it.
stand there and get a physical game for all of that money that goes to that multi-billion-dollar company who treats their game designers, probably from a foreign land, especially to do the fill-in stuff, like poop, like Nike does in the sweatshops making your tennis shoes. No problem there. But, hey, $1 million projects, somebody crowdfunds on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, and the majority of that money goes to them because they do the majority of the work and the majority of the fulfillment, and they have to oversee every product, and they probably look at every book before they mail it out to you. That's a problem. Okay. Got it.
I tell you what, if just to make Terry feel a little bit better about himself, if Dreaded Dinosaur Man ever got to the point where it was that popular to make $1 million, I will be employing a lot of people who are hard up for money right now. Creative people that have gobs of talent but can't make ends meet. I'll be creating a huge company out of that. And you know what? That's because it's my choice to do with the earnings of the fruits of my labor. And you know what? Whoever makes big money like that, it's their choice to do it or not. And to Varian's point, that video game companies big bucks, millionaires. It's just vote with your dollar, give your money where you want to give it.
Hey, make sure you pick up the next issue of Ms. Marvel too. That goes to a creative group that might be clearing $200 a page total, if they're lucky. Maybe a small royalty on top of that.
Rob is turning gray.
That goes to $1 billion company.
I'm not right. I'm very calm in this. First off, I really appreciate that he's writing in from a communist country. We barely get people running in from communist countries. I want to explain capitalism to you. Capitalism means you spend your money how you see fit. So crowdfunding, you notice how it says crowdfunding, not the you just need money for one-time funding? It's crowdfunding. So what you do is you make a project, you put it out there, and then you see who wants to back you. You get it? It doesn't have a finish line. It doesn't have the rules you want to put on it. The reason you're saying that is you're a bit bitter. A comic book makes $1 million. I want it to come back next month and make another $1 million. Because I want to prove to everyone who tells us the comic book industry is dead that it's not dead. It's just gone somewhere more entertaining because the big boys aren't putting out what the people want. $1 million, that's something to celebrate. I hope it's replicated 1 million times and hope every creator makes $1 million and they come back for an issue number 2. Let's be honest, crowdfunding platforms, they're the new publishers. They really are. They're a great way to connect with fans. It gets me to reach fans I can't reach by going to Facebook because Facebook's looking to make every dollar they can off me. If they're not selling my information, they're trying to down throttle me so I can't get people to back my latest project, which you can back at RiddenCitizensComics.com. That is something I need. I need to be able to reach a bigger audience. That's what crowdfunding gets me. So, again, when you have time, we'll talk about capitalism with you and hopefully get you out of your communist country and get you back to a country where you can enjoy capitalism.
I'm sorry, I put you guys all on a different screen. There we go. All right.
Oh,
Just throw us around.
the right side of the screen.
That was kind of cool.
Stop
Throw
it.
us all over the place if you have to.
It looks like I'm being punched in the face, guys.
Get this logo out of my face.
Yeah. I do want to bring up some comments here, though. Ralph says, if you enjoy it and want to spend your money on it, that's your choice. Red Robot says, hello.
Hello, Red Robot.
Ralph Griffin says, look at it as going to the creator's livelihood without paying the middleman 50%. Here's looking at you, Diamond.
Absolutely.
And Red Robot says, I haven't bought a mainstream comic in 7 months. I can't say I've done it because I go to Ollie's and Second and Charles and I buy some books, but I'm buying them like discounted. So it's like, yeah, I mean, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, let somebody. It's like a used car, Let somebody else take the hit on the 20% drop in appreciated value from a new car, and do the same thing with comic books.
Just also keep in mind that $1 million project that you don't want to spend money on includes how many different books, how many ash cans, a toy, a sticker,
more than one toy, and there's
more than one toy
involved in making toys.
Yeah, there is.
Once you get to the point, and especially if you're trying to get all of the clearances for it to actually be called a toy. Yeah. Otherwise, you have to call it an adult collectible because there's a bunch of red tape in the middle that says that it can't be called a toy because it's not been checked and made safe, and the government says it's okay, and blah blah blah.
I saw a news item where they were talking about how much money Marvel saved back in the early 2000s by claiming their X-Men figures were not human.
Yeah.
That they were actually animals. Yeah. They weren't humans, because if they were humans, that would make them dolls, and then they'd have to pay more in tariffs, apparently.
Yeah.
CMO says Variant's got the original mic from the Ed Sullivan Show, 1959. It does look like that. It's got the huge thing. Doesn't help that I got that on there too.
And CM Booze actually remembers what the Ed Sullivan Show microphone looks like from 1959. Good idea, CM.
Red Robot says, last time I went to the comic shop, I couldn't find 1 or 2 titles that I wanted to purchase, as opposed to me going to the comic shop in the late 90s while I blow my entire part-time job paycheck. I've done that. I've been dragged out the store before because I remember getting it up to like $80 and being looked at my wife like, are you insane?
Oh my gosh. I have flashbacks of trying to keep up with Extinction Agenda and then Age of Apocalypse, and it's like $75 in comic books. What?
And also, if you don't have a comic shop around you that you can spend a few hours in going through their back issue boxes, you might want to find a better comic shop that's got a nice backstock variety and help them out.
Guys, earlier we talked about.
You can find some great deals in them long boxes.
Earlier we
If you
talked
look hard
about. We talked about crowdfunding earlier. Oh, this story warms the cockles in my heart. Okay, now
What?
the
Why
story
are we
warms-
talking about your heart's cockles?
I thought you said tacos.
Oh,
No,
tacos.
I do have
That's different. That's different.
I do have tacos.
The tacos of his heart.
Warms
I do have
the
tacos.
tacos of his heart.
I was approached this week by an upset person who had been screwed. They felt they had backed the book and they got screwed.
That's what you get for driving on that side of town at them
Yeah.
street corners.
And Niobe Comics in the chat. I'm glad you're here.
Hey,
I got a question for you, sir. I got a question for you, sir. And then today, Katrina messaged me. And Katrina said, "Dog." I said,
I
"What
did.
up?" Yeah, she said,
That sounds just like me.
yeah, she
I
said,
like tacos.
I'm mad. I'm hella pissed, yo.
Hella pissed.
And I said, what's the haps? And she said, look at this.
Careful, don't make this show lit.
Yeah, she was. It was not lit at all. She was upset. She was upset. Kat told me, she said, I want to be made whole. I want reparations. And I'm going to show you what Kat got in the mail. Let me see here. And she told me I didn't have to. She's so pissed, I didn't even got to block it. She's so pissed, I didn't even got to block it. So this is because you can't really see anything, so that's kind of good too. Let's see here. Hold on. Make sure I don't want to share my porn with anybody. All right, there we go. All right. So Kat got that in the mail. That's Kat's book.
Wow.
That's not Kat's book. That's a book Kat ordered. That's a book Kat ordered and edited. And
Was it folded in half and shoved in a mailbox?
Yeah.
Was it pre-folded in half and shoved before it was put in the mail?
So I want you to look. Now Kat's not the only person having this problem. Hold on. Here's the other half.
Now I have a question, Kat. Have you reported it as a threat?
As a threat. Ooh.
Getting that book sent to your home and being forced to read it again? You survived the first time. I didn't want you to have to do it again.
Yeah, this is what it looks like outside of the package.
You need to
That's a
make that
collector's
larger
item.
if you can, very.
I can
Collector's item right
There
there.
we go.
Yeah, I could do that now. Let me see if I can zoom into this. No, I don't think I can zoom in that way, but yeah, I mean, let's see here.
Did he put issue May?
Yes.
Now,
Where's the June issue now? That's
Issue
my first
one.
question.
Issue 1, May.
now,
Where's June?
it's been damaged and Kat's upset. Kat, what are you upset about?
Well, I actually posted to Facebook. Creators, please don't mail your projects like this. This is just a standard Scotch bubble mailer. Nothing to actually protect. Doesn't even say "do not bend" on it. There's no protection for the book. It is bagged. It is bagged and boarded, but just don't cheap out on your shipping, guys. I'm a little annoyed that I didn't get my comp copy, but this book is so bad that I'm not really all that upset. Just more like an annoyance.
Take it out and shoot it.
Let's not talk about the quality. Let's not talk about the quality of the book because that's not fair. Because we all haven't read it. But I'm talking about the condition of which it's been delivered in.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, the mailer lives 2 hours from me, so this has not spent weeks in the postal system. This was literally mailed like Thursday.
A little TLC could have prevented that.
Yeah, absolutely.
A piece of board shoved into the board, to the back, the bubble mailer that's being sent here.
Yeah,
I still
there's
do that.
there's a little flimsy piece of cardboard about as sturdy as a cereal box.
Hold up.
Is it as
Hold that up.
is it as bent up as the comic?
Yeah, you can see the corner there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hey, look how flimsy that. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's
So when you stammer in half drunk to a Staples and you ask for mailers, add the word rigid in front of it.
yeah, please.
Yeah, look. I mean, and I know people say, "Oh, you're just messing," but I know people who have taken that creator under their wing, and I know one of them has got to be pissed in the chat right now. Naomi Comics says, "Look, I made a video on how to ship books, and the creator was watching. I guess he didn't heed my words. No, he's not. He does not
head his words. Head my words.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't get to do his head at all. Who's eating gummy bear?
Who's got bubble wrap? I want to pop it.
It's so mind numbing because you knew to use Gemini mailers. You knew to do that, and you chose not to. And we've all said Gemini mailers, and if you don't do Gemini mailers, you're in trouble. And another person got the same type of treatment. His book is even in the same condition. Yeah, Rob.
So we're talking about this Nick Gibson guy, right? I just want to make sure we get his name out there so everyone knows to avoid him because he likes to bully people. He likes to bully people online, and he talks about how great he is. And he let's be honest, kids, you can check this now. Go to Kick Tracker and see how he suddenly made money when no one backed his book. Y'all got had. I would suggest asking for a refund from Kickstarter. It's not going to be good. Someone who ships that to you does not respect you.
And that's just is like I posted on Facebook. This is a $15 pledge, guys.
You call 911. You got robbed.
Yeah,
you're the editor. How did you pay to have a book?
She didn't get her comp copy either.
No. I didn't get the comp copy either.
Yeah, someone called 911. We found a criminal.
Although I will say, Varian, I did peel it out of the bag. It wasn't easy to get out in the condition it's in. And the part that I did edit does have my name actually on it.
That's awesome.
The big barbecue tongs.
Do we want to see how it's done right?
Yeah, let's see how it's done right. Let's see how it's supposed to be done.
Could somebody please mail this person a copy of Rigid Mailing for Dummies?
That
might help.
Naomi comments, well, this is what happens when creators are so broke they cannot afford supplies and or mail correctly. But they were able to fund their own book. That was fine.
Well, the thing is that since we're outing completely, he flat out told me this book was costing him $3 or so to print. He charged $10 an issue plus $5 for shipping. It cost $2.80 to actually mail this. So he had the money. The funds were there to ship it properly.
Pop says, Nick, you little prick. It's messed up because I'm not even talking about the quality of the book inside because that's subjective. I'm referring
That's not subjective. Come on, we create comics. There's nothing subjective about that. He had Ray Charles color it. All right, that's what he did. He had Ray Charles color it, and he had a kindergartner, a literal kindergartner, draw the whole book for him. That's what I heard. That's the rumor going around. A kindergartner is an artist, which is great. You can put it on a refrigerator.
Don't be mean. We don't have to be mean.
Let's not mock the kindergartners.
You can show this because he can see how a book's supposed to be a ship. Dread, if you do the honors, please.
All right, so
that's a knife.
This is an actual Gemini mailer, and yes, this is a knife. It's not a spoon.
I was going to say, goodness.
Look, see, there's actual tape on this folded cardboard here. Ooh.
Where you ouch and just see blood just from the top point of the screen.
I did that yesterday. I was out weed eating my lawn in sandals, which I've always done, and then I stubbed my toe on a brick.
Luckily, you just stubbed it instead of cut it off.
Luckily, you didn't weed whack your toe.
Gemini.
That's what that says, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that.
I'm going to assume the book was oriented properly. Sea Dog and Kill Switch.
Very nice.
Mark Polton's book.
Bagged and boarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. And a nice Gemini mailer. Got cards and some other stuff in there. And guess what? Eric, would you say that's straight? Is that book straight?
Well, I mean, as opposed to being bent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As opposed to what, Mary?
I could get my hair cut with it. You know, it's got such a nice.
Yeah, looks pristine.
It doesn't have to be straight.
Yeah, we shouldn't judge the book.
Yeah.
Now. Niobe says, okay, kids, watch this video I did on shipping. Niobe says, I've done this for 6 years and I only ever had one report of damaged Niobe and it was replaced right away. He put the link up for his video. And Pop says, Nick, this is why I'm promoting your book and pass on having you on my con. I knew you would not fulfill. And he looked like he's shipping the books, but he's not taking care because I've got another video, another picture of another damaged book from another person. They're like, hey, what's up with your boy? Oh, look at those cards. Those are nice.
Ooh, those are nice.
Oh, crap. Am I upside down? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. we.
Just adds to the fun.
Here's what there. I'll put it upside down so it's right side up.
It's manga style now because it's flipped, but that's cool.
We're going back to front now.
Oh my gosh. Stupid camera
Time to be
settings.
dyslexic.
It just makes the story that much more interesting.
And that sound effect is moot.
Beautiful looking book by Mark Polton. Very awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful circles.
That was good. And it came to you shipped perfectly.
Yes,
You know, not
shipped
hard to
perfectly.
do.
Not printed backwards like my camera would suggest. That's
That just makes
typical.
makes it a collector's edition.
Yeah.
In a Gemini mailer that probably cost him an entire $1.
Mm-hmm. Gemini mailers, once you add them up, they're about $1. $1 a piece.
What's the per unit cost on the Gemini mailers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Order them in bulk.
JD,
JD, if you got the time, we can send you a link. You're welcome to come in.
nice bright colors on that Sea Dog book, Eric. And that's a gorgeous looking book. Not at all close to what the big homie Cat got in the mail with this book that is crinkled to hell. All messed up over there in the corner. And I mean, look, I don't know about anybody else, but Katrina, does that white border go around the book?
All the way.
Oh wow.
That's a printing error. I don't care what you say. And I know that because I've done it. that's a printing error.
I guess when he was told full bleed, he just thought he was being threatened.
In fairness, that was certainly a printing error because someone actually printed it.
That's unexcusable. And I think that he needs to replace those books that have been damaged. I know 2 people who are very unhappy right now with their purchase. The other person sent me a photo. His book is arched like the Zilwaukee Bridge. It's got a nice little arch to it. So you should definitely make sure that Nick Gibson knows.
It's because the mail person had to fold it in order to shove it in the mailbox.
Yeah, just get it in there.
All he needed to do on mine was write "Do not bend," because my mail person, they've been complained enough at me, or I've complained enough at them, that where I live, they don't deliver packages to the house. You have to go to the post office to get it. So
I don't know. JD's camera went that low.
if it says "Do not bend" on it, they'll hold it at the post office for me.
I'm just kind of worried that because knowing what I know, if there was phrasing used in that sentence, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna leave that one alone. That's a low hanging fruit, Marion.
I doubt another one gets sent out in the mail.
Yeah, he's not gonna send another. Yeah, CM says it's gonna cost him more to send another. He ain't gonna send another one.
He's not going to replace them.
I do want to just address one thing here. We're being harsh on him because he's an asshole. I just wanted that to be clear.
Yeah. Pop says so. Instead of talking about a guy who can't fulfill, Third Empire has their first book launching in 15 minutes. Age of Remnants on Kickstarter. Shameless plug. We'll take a look at that. Pops.
Bring it on.
Yeah. JD's popped into the chat and he's laughing.
How's it going, JD?
How you doing, guys?
You just got a chance to see
Good.
that book, and
You put them pants on pretty quick.
imagine.
Let me tell you.
Wait,
Imagine-
we're
Sometimes you have to.
Wait, we were supposed to wear pants?
That's what
Yeah,
I was
really.
We're supposed to have pants on.
Who
Oh,
wears pants?
This is shoulder up studios. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
You see, Rob?
You don't have to wear pants.
Yeah, I think Rob went up to go get his pants.
Yeah.
Now we got two New Yorkers on
See,
here
Rob
right
doesn't
now.
even show up with a proper shirt.
Yeah.
But at least he has something on. He has,
And Lola's totally uncomfortable trying to wear a proper shirt.
Yeah. She won't wear a shirt at all.
That's as dressed as she gets. That and the crown.
She doesn't have a proper shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Her crown won't even fit anymore, guys. She's
oh, there you go. Rob's all set now.
there you go. He's
There
all
we
covered
go.
up.
Yeah. Let's see. Naomi says, the post office does not care about your package. I'll go on and give a lecture. And he's out drop the link.
That's-
Yeah.
Why
You
would
know-
the post office care about your package?
I do. We got two New Yorkers in the room right now, and I want to know if a person, if you were Kat and you were the editor of a book, and the person didn't send you your comp copy, but they sent you the copy that you paid for, because you backed the book, and then you get it in that piss poor condition, and you are in driving distance. Keep in mind, you're New Yorkers. Oh, by the way, they didn't pay you either. You driving to the house?
Yes.
See there, JD knows it's like.
Oh yeah. I mean,
JD about that life.
you play a friendly visit. Be sure you get in the house for dinner.
Yeah.
Eat their food. Snatch a few copies on the way out. That's it. That's how it works.
See, I would just go up to their table and sign every copy and just walk away and be like, "You're welcome." But it's what I'm signing with in it that's the interesting.
No.
Let's just say they won't be popular with anyone once that page opens. They're going to have a new symbol that's going to definitely be something they don't want in their book.
Do you guys think, and moving away from that for a second, do you guys think though that that's what's gonna, because that's from Indie Vote Radio, do you think that bad shipping is going to be the downfall of the comics boom? Well, this person, and this is Roger from Brazil, and he's calling it the indie comics boom. Are we in a boom? First of all, is this a boom?
Yes, we're in a boom.
Yeah, I would
Depends how
say
you
so.
look at it. Crowdfunding boom, yes. The whole other industry is apparently done. I read an article today. It's all over. Just pack up your bag. We're done.
Send me a link to that article. I really want to read it.
I did this morning. I tagged you in it.
Did you? I did not see it.
Yeah, it was.
He doesn't know what a tag is. You need to physically send him the link.
Yeah, sometimes you do.
You
Yeah.
need to write it out by hand and put it in the mail for him to get.
I'm looking.
I'll send it in the private chat.
It's I don't know. I mean, I hope we're not in the I hope we don't. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope that people not fulfilling and shipping haphazardly isn't what starts to define the industry. Because look, I remember being in a rush. I used to have this guarantee that if I got your book before 3:00, it was going out in the mail that day. And I got an order, and I'm like, oh crap, I don't have any Geminis. So I mean, I ran to the post office. I got a mailer. I put the books in there. I think I put a piece of thick cardboard between both slots, and I threw that in the mail, and it got there to the person fine. But I was nervous all the way there, and I got my Gemini mailers like 3 days later. I didn't want the person to wait any longer. And I got a collection now of Gemini. As a matter of fact, I think I'm getting to the point where I need to reorder. How many did you guys keep on hand?
I'm sorry. I'm reading this article already.
right? Like they write it like where comics is 20 years old. It was amazing. I loved it.
Anyway.
We'll bring that up. But how many Gemini mailers do you get nervous about? Rob, you ship a lot. Is there a point where you're like, I need to order more? Is there a
I
number?
have 500. I order them by 500.
Okay.
And I would order them the minute I'm at 50. The minute I'm at 50, I would, time to reorder. It's just part of the business. Because here it is. This isn't going to affect crowdfunding. This is going to affect a few idiots who aren't listening to anyone, who think they know better and don't know what I flush down the toilet. Like, that's as much as they know, the stuff I'm flushing down the toilet, because that's what their brains are full of. Because they didn't listen. Like, we have done this for so long, there's no excuse.
If mailing foibles was going to stop the crowdfunding side of comics, things would have died at stealing Solo. It's that simple.
Now, I've
Stick
backed
a label on it and send it out.
I've backed over 200 projects on Kickstarter, and I mean, I think I've only ever received one damaged book in that entire time, and I've fulfilled over 17 projects of my own, and I've never gotten a complaint. So I mean, it's all up to the individual how they're doing it. So I mean, if they're careful, it'll work out. You know, you just got to know how to package. Gemini mailers work. I don't use Gemini mailers. I use a different thing from Uline. Works fine, but you just got to package it properly. That's all.
Yeah, I know. I believe I know what you're talking about. Those they still kind of gatefold covers.
Yeah.
I got a couple of those. I got a trade sent to me that was sent to me, and that it was from eBay. Ralph says that kind of property and care that will turn off newcomers to the crowdfunding platform. Rebel Gaming says, "Word up, YouTube homies." Ralph says, "Imagine paying $15 and getting that in the mail. Terrible." Yeah, I'm telling you, that terrible.
Yeah.
That's when you go over there and you send the person an imprint of your foot. And you tell them, and they say, "What is this for?" You say, "I want you to get measured up."
Well, and look at it this way. Let's just say, for example, devil's advocate that this person really didn't understand the point of, using a bubble mailer versus a Gemini mailer.
Eric,
Can I finish my thought here? Can I finish my
but
thought?
Larry said it. Larry said he told him. We can't.
I'm just for the happenstance. Let's just assume Mr. Nobody.
What you said here?
Well, when he's done filibustering. Okay, so Joe Schmo puts out a comic book, doesn't realize that they needed to, do their due diligence, use the Gemini mailers, do something to secure the book. They're not going to have repeat buyers. If this is something that they want to do for issue 2, they just shot themselves in the foot for ever being able to sell any issue 2 based on a first impression, because you get, we're buying this book on spec. Whenever you can contribute to a Indiegogo or Kickstarter, you're buying it on spec. You're taking the word of the creator, you're looking at the nice images or the video online and saying, okay, this looks good. I want to put my trust and faith that I'm going to receive this product when it comes in. But you don't have a first impression yet. Your first impression is like what I just did here with this unboxing. That's my first impression. I know Mark Bolton's a really stand-up guy. He's a lot of fun on YouTube. He's a pretty good guy on Twitter. And now I know he puts out a good product. I'm buying Sea Dog number 2 because that was a good first impression.
Yeah. And I mean, there's like there was active decisions made to where he was like, I'm not going to do that. He knew the Gemini mailers, but yeah, if he would have been an idiot, and he is, but oh well, I can't defend him. Perhaps says I gave that dude so much advice. LOL. Nope. He ignored the way and sent you that. This is the way we tried to show him. And maybe comment says there's no way he didn't know. He watched my video to learn. I pushed the mailers on him hard. He said he couldn't afford them. I then told him it will cost him more in returns than it will be from the mailers. And that day has come to pass.
So have we got any more verified books that have been shipped out that have ended up that way?
We do. The other person doesn't want their name out there yet, but I can show you one of the books that got harangued. Is that a word? It's a ring. I'm not racist.
You're close to a word. You're close.
I'm using words. I got one of those word they calendars like you, and I'm like, is harangued a word? Is that racist? Did I just?
Did you see my book of antiquated words that I have?
Yeah. Like I'm worried that I just said something really foul. All right. Let me see here.
And the thing was, I spent hours on the phone with this guy, and we talked about shipping. And I gave him all kinds of advice. And honestly, I'm amazed this actually made it to me. There must not be a 154 Jackson Street in Hazlitt, because that's where it was shipped to.
So it wasn't even shipped to your address?
Well, it was, but his handwriting is so messy that the last 2 digits of my zip code are 90, and the last 2 digits for Hazlitt are 40. And they couldn't tell the difference at the post office.
There's a song. What was it? 2400 Jackson Street. You remember that? 2400 Jackson Street. always home.
Better be careful. You're going to get a lot of stuff in the mail now.
Yeah,
That's
that's
okay.
yeah.
As long as it doesn't come out looking like this.
That's the way another package from Mr. Gibson came.
So
Super bent.
completely bowed.
And the book fared no better. It was bent just like that.
Just
You're sick in
kind
book
of
mail.
brown.
That was the package. That package actually came out a lot. It wasn't as beat as Katrina's. Katrina's is like bent and folded and looks like it's been.
I'm almost wondering if Katrina's was pre-beat up before mail.
Would that be something?
That
I
popped
would
into
say
my head.
The picture that he showed me right before he mailed it looked like it was okay, but what he did after that, I can't tell you.
Could you imagine that? He's like, I'm gonna fix her. I'm gonna bend her book.
But but he did unfriend me to be kind to me. So
okay.
Didn't pay you for your work, then unfriended you. Katrina.
I know.
Katrina. It sounds like a bad episode of Jerry Springer. It's just so I mean, or like we're gonna do that show eventually, but it's like, Nick Gibson is accused of getting editing done by Katrina and not paying her. He is,
We're on the People's Court now.
No, there's a comic book court coming soon with Judge Randy Zim.
He stands accused of editing and abetting. Editing and abetting? I don't know. But,
crowdfunding comic fraud.
Yeah. Crowd frauding. Dun dun dun.
Crowd frauding.
Yeah. Look at the book. Look at the book. How that's bent. Poor person.
Well, that's a lot better than Katrina's book.
Oh yeah. And Rob is looking very closely at it, inspecting it for and this would never do. It's a damn shame. This guy knows better. He should be ashamed of himself.
Pops even sent him the dimensions.
Yeah.
I have not contacted Nick to confront him on this yet.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't have any real solid desire to be in contact with him.
Well, yeah, she can't. He blocked her. He's like, I got your money. Fuck you guys. I'm out.
Yep.
And
So
that's
much
how it
for
goes.
issue 2, huh?
Yeah. He did say to me, I didn't, Confessions of a Crowdfunding Clown. He's accused of clown funding.
Clown frauding?
Yeah.
Has this guy done a lot of this?
No.
This is his first Kickstarter.
Gotcha.
But he does intend to take his all of his projects to crowdfunding.
And does he produce a lot of books?
After this.
I know that he has about 6 in the works.
Okay.
At various stages.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I actually, guys, let me see here. I'm gonna get the shipping department on the line right now. I got the shipping department. 1 second. Shipping department over there at Phoenix Press. Real quick. There. Hello, is there someone there? What are you guys? Hello, shipping department. Seems like they're crunching a lot of paper over there, guys. Are those books going in the packages?
We can't hear you. You're gonna have to talk a little louder. Talk a little louder, please. No, I'm sorry. We do not ship the books here. That is done at the distributor by Janet. I will transfer you now to Janet.
Hello, we will transfer you to Steve.
Pops, he funded half of his book. To answer Pop's question, he funded half of his book on his own crowdfunding campaign.
This type of shit makes me hungry. And you know what?
And what did you do with the popcorn machine you used to have back there?
It's over there behind me.
Oh.
This is horrible. I'm stress eating. My people are getting mad. Shitty comics.
Is that one of those tacos from your heart?
Mm-hmm.
It warms the tacos of his heart.
You're making me sad that I didn't stop to get the pulled pork tacos from the barbecue place that's opened up down the street.
I actually made tacos for dinner tonight too.
You can use that book to
blue
sop
corn
up the
tortillas.
Yeah, sop up the juices. Yeah, we got a new barbecue guy that sits up in a closed gas station parking lot like 3 days a week.
Oh yeah, gas station barbecue.
It's phenomenal.
before we move on to our next topic, we have one last word for Nick.
Yep.
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
Asshole.
Okay, new topic, please.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah.
Indie Radio. Indie Radio asked.
Pops, that's just
Yeah.
a long formula, buddy.
Yeah, he didn't.
And Pop, send that to me on Facebook.
Yeah, that's not a clean link.
It's got a bunch of Facebook on it.
Yeah.
I do have a question from Indie Vote Radio. And this person says
What's our radio number?
radio number right now is sitting at 37,300.
37,300. That's only 2,000 and some left to
Wow.
go before you have to pay for more bandwidth.
No, I'm
It
over
was-
that
it
now.
was-
Tell your friends.
It was
Why-
probably 40,000, and then we started talking about that Project Access
Are you
book. And
are you cleared for 40?
Mm-hmm. I'm good for it, you know.
What's the new number?
I'm
42?
not telling you guys because I know what happens. My new number 60, so I'm good.
Oh, is it? All right. You heard the challenge out there in Indie Vote Radio. We can pop this up to 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's contributing. That's what's going to happen. Anyway, Indie Vote Radio.
We're going to have a draw-a-thon soon. Pot-a-thon.
And we got
In
someone.
order to afford your new bandwidth.
Someone named Eric here says that they received a chargeback.
Is that an E or an A?
ERIC.
oh, so it's not real then.
Yeah.
EIC, ERIC.
ERIC.
Okay.
And he is from Hawaii. And he says that he
Awesome.
was actually he received a huge chargeback through through crowdfunding of original art and some books he sent out to a person at about $700.
Ooh.
You know, Eric, those type of things happen. They don't happen that often from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I would I'm sorry that happened, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He had a hard chargeback? I'm not sure I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So apparently what he's saying is that the crowd that somehow they came back on him and took money out from his campaign because of some art.
The person that bought the art probably called their credit card company to reverse the charges.
Yeah.
And
After he had
claimed
shipped the
it.
art?
Yeah, claimed it as fraud and
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the thing is, your credit card is linked whenever you do one of these campaigns. You have a master credit card that you have to link to it. So yeah, that's not good.
Well, that doesn't happen with Indiegogo stuff, though, does it? Because all the money's transferred before the fulfillment begins, right?
I'm pretty sure if you raise the stink with your credit card, you can always make that happen because it doesn't matter who you shop with. You can go back and demand a chargeback. If you say there's fraud involved, they'll jump backwards to they'll do anything.
it's pretty notorious on eBay and PayPal stuff.
Yeah.
too. You'll
Yeah.
get a lot of
Yeah,
PayPal
I've heard about that
chargebacks.
happening a lot. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just do your due diligence. Know who you're doing business with. As much as you can.
Lola recently put some trading cards on online on eBay, and within 15 minutes of them being up, someone messaged her, "Hey, I'd like to offer you a deal." She wanted 20 for the cards, 5 for shipping. Was that it? And the guy says, "I want to do a deal. I will send you $25 to your PayPal. What's your PayPal address? Kindly accept my offer." And when I seen the word "kindly accept my offer," I'm like, no one from the States talks like that. That's a scam. That's I can almost hear, "Please kindly accept my offer. I'm going to get you." And she ignored him, and it went away.
Yeah, that could have been a Nigerian prince.
It could have been. And he has no cat suit. He has no vibranium. Nigerian princes will be okay if they have. We should make a superhero called Nigerian Prince. But he's not really a superhero, but everyone thinks he is. It'd be awesome. I'm gonna do it. It's coming. Nigerian Prince, the comic book. I can do it because none of everyone else here on this panel can. Well, JD might be able to get away with it.
Not without a lot of explaining.
Not without being drug out on bleeding cool the next day and sliced up and diced in the media, which is a damn shame. It's really funny. You know, I want you guys to create more diverse characters. No, I don't. I want the people who are making the characters to look like those characters, and that's gonna create a bigger problem later on down the line. A huge problem. Having said that, Indie Vote Radio also wants to know, Randy, this is for you.
For me.
Yeah, and this one is from Harry, who is stationed in Germany. Harry stationed in Germany. He's a U.S. soldier.
Cool.
Says, recently got a hold of some old Zippertone.
Oh boy.
How the F do I use this AS?
Well, don't make sure that you don't put that on your computer screen. It doesn't work that way. You have to get a knife, an X-Acto blade, and carefully cut it out and apply it to your original physical artwork. That's how that works. Zippertone looks like sticky saran wrap or sticky clear plastic wrap with a dot pattern on it.
Yeah, it's contact paper, basically.
It's like contact paper, exactly. You lay it on your, you lay the sheet on your art, usually with a light table to help you. And you can cut around it with an X-Acto blade, peel it off, and apply it directly to your artwork, and then cut around the parts that you don't need, and it leaves a nice pattern for you to work with. It's one of those old-timey, wimey tools that was really in use a lot back before everybody went digital.
Now Eric can do that in 2 clicks.
Yes.
Pretty
now
much.
Anybody can do that in Photoshop in 2 clicks.
It's easier in Clip Studio than it is in Photoshop.
Yeah.
But I used to have a large supply of the stuff.
Pop said a superpower was scam people with Nigerian prints. You know, Pops. Incidentally, that's also Nick Gibson's power. Anyway, so
you'll see some great late 70s, early 80s underground comics that'll use Zippertone all the way up through the black and white boom of the 80s. There was a lot of Zippertone used. You very, very rarely ever see it anymore, mainly because you can just put it together in Photoshop like it was nothing. And the printing process has changed so much since Zippertone that, you know, it really is an obsolete material.
You know, there's so much lore out there over the Nigerian prince because we all got the emails back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
It might be something kind of like a Florida man, you know?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to do it, man. I'm gonna have to do
Tales of the Nigerian prince.
Yeah.
Just make sure you do it after you watch Roadhouse.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna watch Roadhouse tonight. Merc Rain says, I have a friend who was dating one of them, but she couldn't bear the severe fatality, and she went to the hospital to be treated, but her husband didn't know about her. But the hospital told him that Aang divorced her and ruined her house.
About a Nigerian prince?
Paz says, but he was not very good at it. Merc says, I don't advise girls and young people to make phone calls, trick and false, because they are not real, and pink dreams are not virtual reality. Right. Okay.
Sure.
Yes. You got to be careful, man, about those pink dreams.
Please be. Yeah.
Much better to stick with the blue ones.
Yeah. I've had, never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut.
He's had his share of blue dreams. That's what he was going to say.
More than my fair share. It's not fair. Let's take a look at Age of Remnants here on Kickstarter. There it is, guys. Pops fans that kicked this over to us. Age of Remnants, Rise of the Ammonites, issue number 1. In the future, the world no longer belongs to man.
Is that gold dust?
No. I did this kind of look with gold makeup from Blanchard, Oklahoma. Let's take a look at this. In partnership with Third Empire Comics, Black Wolf Artworks. I am terrified of werewolves. This is Russell Oldham. And Age of the Remnants, Rise of the Ammonites. I like those guys. That's a pretty cool design. I like those vests too. Let's see here. There's no video up, but let's take a look here. He says, hey, thanks for stopping by and check out my project. My name is Russell. I am a creator, writer, and artist for Age of the Remnants. This comic blends my 2 favorite genres of science fiction and medieval fantasy to tell a story about a future Earth set 65 years after the extinction of human civilization. Age of the Remnants is set up to be an ongoing series done in chapter form, much like a novel in 3 to 4 issue story arcs. Rise of the Ammonites is the first chapter in the storyline. It introduces some of the key players.
Can I interject real quick?
Lolo like to interject.
We have a comment that everyone should see.
Okay.
Niobe Comics, nope, she
Oh,
sure
it's-
didn't. You'd
it's
think
Nick.
if there was an issue, you'd contact the seller before going live, but what do I know?
She can't contact. She can't contact you. You won't talk to her on Facebook. You've unfriended her. You unfriend people. They can't contact you. That's how it works. And you think you put the book in the mail and do it the right way the first time. I don't know. I mean, you knew it was going to get bit. You knew it.
Preach.
I mean, no. It's really, here we go again. Victim blaming. No.
Come on, Barry. We got to see your face.
No,
I can't do this without seeing your face.
Get the popcorn, folks. Get the popcorn.
You sent that book in the mail that way to 2 people. Quit your fucking bitching. And you're crying and you're complaining, you little fucking wimp. You did it and you knew you were going to do it. And you make all these excuses. Mommy, daddy, treat me like an adult. Fuck you, kid. Give people the right books or give them their money back. Or the next time I see you at a convention, I'm getting the money for them. You understand me? Because you did this to more than one person. This ain't a mistake. You did this on purpose. You little piece of shit. Now then.
You okay now?
No, he's a piece of shit and he knows it.
Across the
And he knows it.
He knows it.
And he did it on purpose, constantly. And he bitches and complains. Oh, this person, protect me. I'm gonna go hide behind Larry. I'm gonna go hide behind Pops and do a little shit. And he's got a history of this shit. And don't let me continue with the rest of the shit you did. Because I know about it. The woman you didn't pay, and I'm gonna leave it there though. She don't need me to put that out there. She don't need to put that out there. But you knew what you did.
So hey, Ammonites.
Yeah. How about those Ammonites?
Is that good for flossing?
I don't get to say hi to Nick. Oh,
Oh.
man. Oh man.
But hey,
Mark.
Nick, thanks for tuning in.
That idiot, my friend, is involved with that woman. What? That her husband divorced and chased him for marriage. But he's afraid to ruin his house. And he's got a wife and 2 daughters. He offered it to me to marry her. I hit him with a nose.
Damn.
And I refused. And I ended out our friendship. And I said, why did I sin in the first place?
Is this a comic book pitch? Is he pitching to us right now?
I'm not really
That's what
sure.
it sounds like to me is a pitch.
We're on.
Wait a minute. Is his name Merc?
Yeah, Merc Rain.
That is like the
Merc.
coolest name ever. I gotta say, like, I love it. Like, watch out, man. Here comes Merc. Merc ain't fucking around tonight. Merc's serious. Merc's gonna beat the crap out of Nick Gibson because he got a book from Nick Gibson.
Did you put us on Twitch again?
No, that's fake.
No.
Cardboard. Yeah. No. Nobody uses cardboard at all. It's just But excuses must be made. It's your fault. I'm gonna blame the victim. I'm gonna blame the people who got messed up comics. They should have contacted me. They should have contacted me first before telling everybody what I've done.
Hey, but since Nick is here, let's ask him about that crowdfunding. How much money did you put in, Nick? We know. We see it. There's ways to track it. Come on, I know you spent a lot of money to get your own book out there. I mean, sure, you can call it a comic book, but it's really just a coloring book that you and your friends did. It was colored poorly. So thanks for tuning in, Nick. We love you being here. Please bring your trash for us.
But I'm not even talking about the book. It's like, first of all, what pissed me off, dude, is that you came in here and you went and lied to me. You went and lied on me. You said that I wouldn't let you in the show. First of all, the night that I wouldn't let you in the show, I wasn't even running the fucking board. I was laying on the sofa. But,
I was running the board. I didn't see him.
But you went to tell everybody that I didn't let you in the show. You went and talked shit behind my back.
And
I
he
didn't
also
say
tried
nothing.
to pick a fight with me.
Yeah. Then they came to me and they said, people told me what you said. Some of your friends came to me and told me what you said because they don't like you. And they came to me and told me what you said. And I didn't say shit. I said, nah, fuck it. I don't care. Maybe he's just pissed. I don't care. He'll get over it. And then you go back and then one day you unfriend me. I didn't know what was going on. I was checking on you because it was Tuesday, so you were suicidal again. So I checked in on you to see how you were, and I found out you unfriended me. I messaged you. I said, "Hey, dude, what's going on?" And then you say, "Oh, yeah, I unfriended you. Now, are you going to be a child? Or are you going to cause a drama?" Is that what your parents tell you a lot? Do you hear that a lot? No one was being a child. I just noticed you unfriended me. I didn't know what the hell. I just asked a simple question. And then you message my wife because you're weird. And she's like, "Hey, why are you messaging me? You unfriended my husband." "Oh, I can fix that. Congratulations." And then you continue talking shit. And then you send out shitty ass books to people.
How dare you?
Right, Greta, you get his ass, girl. You tell him about himself. I'm gonna send you some bad Greta faces with thumbs down. Oh, that's what you get. Thumbs down, boo.
You're not a dish. You're a man.
There is no excuse to ship in a book like that. No excuse whatsoever. There wasn't a lapse of judgment. You couldn't get cardboard, bro? You couldn't get cardboard, dude? You couldn't ask for help from somebody to get you some cardboard? How about this? I know you hate hearing this. How about you be an adult and go cut up some goddamn cardboard and slide it in the books and tape them down and send people their books? 2 books within your state got fucking ruined. Now, since we know you didn't send that many books out, you don't have that much to worry about. Replace those 2 immediately, if not sooner.
Yeah, you know my address. Feel free to send me another, trash copy.
You don't come in the chat. Oh, no, he sure didn't. You think he was with you. You can't take credit for doing that. But what do I know? You don't know how to put a book together. That's what you don't know. Shit was horrible. Out of here.
Jason Moore says, "I don't know what the hell is going on, but this is the most fucking exciting episode ever. Varian needs to be pissed off way more often. I'm getting my popcorn ready."
Nick, can you just show up every
Jason,
week?
thanks for listening, buddy.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand how you do that. All this footage out there. You have people taking you under the wing. You had Larry Higgins take you under your wing. You disappointed him. You disappointed Larry Higgins. Christ. Larry tried to show you how to do books, and I'm not going to do that. But you. I'm sorry. All right. So.
But Varian, let us know how you really feel.
You're entertaining the Jason Moore, that's for sure.
This episode of Indie Vault is brought to you by tissues from Kleenex for when Nick Gibson has to cry.
I just don't understand why. And then I get to be back. "Oh, you don't pick on the pick." You know what? Listen, guys, I want to tell you. And I know you guys might roll your eyes at me for a second, but here's the thing. There was another gentleman who I got told not to lambast and not to pull out into the fucking light. And he kept going to one day at the show, he called me the N-word 5 times on camera with no remorse. And it was not a problem. It was, "Oh, okay, well, he just did this and did that." It wasn't, just be easy on him. And this kid's going to keep going until he does the same or hurt somebody. Let's bring someone who tried to...
Joining us now is Larry.
Yeah.
Well,
Larry Higgins.
considering, I heard my name thrown around a few times. I better chime in because I just got a message from Mr. Nick Gibson, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, and would you like to hear what he just said to me?
Sure, let's hear.
This is fucking rich, man.
Okay.
He said, "I'm disappointed in you." Like right after this broadcast, he chimed in. He said, "I'm disappointed in you. Give me one good reason why I should not unfriend you." Are you fucking kidding me, brother? Because these gentlemen, right? I did try to help you out. Many people have tried to help you out, and you shit in all of our fucking faces.
Yeah.
Now listen, I said to him, I said, "Look, brother," I said, "you watched my video and you shipped out a fucking jack book." He says, "Goodbye." And I said, "Look, I gave you advice over and over again, and you made me and others look bad." And he goes, "Well, best of luck with Niobe." Yeah, well, guess what? Niobe's going strong and good, my friend. I won't be able to say the same about fucking Project Asses, but we'll fucking see what happens. But yeah, no, listen. Sometimes you are going to give someone a helping hand. You're going to give someone the benefit of the doubt, and guess what's going to happen? Sometimes they're going to shit right in your face and not appreciate a goddamn thing. And then they're going to chew up every single fucking option they have and every friend they have until they lose them all and they're on their fucking own. And that's what Mr. Gibson has just done. Because I was one of the few little allies he had fucking left. And even after this, I wasn't going to say a goddamn thing. I was just going to let him roll and fix his own mistakes. Because that's what you got to do in comics. Sometimes you got to learn the fucking hard way. Sometimes you got to sink and fucking swim. This guy is fucking sinking with a 20-pound fucking rock on his ankle.
Very true, very true.
How did the studio get full? We're only allowed 9. Wow! Look at that trash fire.
We gotta leave it. Don't worry, we gotta get. Pops is trying to enter. Lola's gonna step out.
So I sent Pops the link.
Brian's coming too.
We have now been joined by the Luke Stone from Terraform Comics and Meredith. Also,
I told you to come watch this. This was awesome TV. Like Nick Gibson was getting like literally circumcised live on Indie Vault. We had to come watch it. He's becoming a man.
Everybody's getting the popcorn.
Well, he probably could have slipped by if you guys just did your segment and he never chimed in, but he had to chime in live here on Indie Vault, and then he had the balls to fucking come after one of the few supporters he had left and fucking shit my goddamn face. Fuck you, Nick.
Well, I listen. I mean, and I didn't want to turn this into an anti-Nick show, but then he came into the, he came into the chat. Pops, you gotta turn your sound down.
But you had to chime in.
Pops, you got to turn the mic down. We're hearing the feedback, buddy.
Echo.
JD, great show to be on, right?
Oh yeah, this is definitely the one to be on. Yes.
There we go.
I want to see the face. I want to see the face of terror right now, though. That's the face of terror.
There you go.
No idea.
I don't even know what I want them to.
Fear the Meredith.
Let me remind you.
Yes, the dumpster fire.
Brian's trying to get in. Brian, if you need to come in, I could probably step out for a second if you need.
Boot me out because I had YouTube up. So let Brian in. You.
Okay. Okay.
Are you sure, Meredith? Thanks a lot for coming on.
Okay, Meredith.
All right, Meredith. Thank you.
All right, we've officially booted Meredith and waiting for Mr. Morris to come in. Come on in, Brian.
I like your sign, Rob.
While we're waiting for Mr. Brian K. Morris, I want to ask Pop, since you also helped defend and back Nick for a period of time. What's your fucking take on all this, brother?
I was trying to help dude up till the day that Marion said, he says really shitty things about somebody else. And I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean, I'm sorry. But I was like, really? Like what? And then I was like, he kind of told me what. Yeah, I was like, well, I kind of think dude owes everybody an apology.
Brian, did you bring the popcorn?
I'm ready, man. I'm coated with butter. Maybe that's it.
Is that what it is?
I quit promoting him. I quit sharing his stuff.
I'm ready, man. You got it.
I just quit.
Before we go on,
I just want to point out this is better lettered than his comic book. This is better lettered than his comic book.
Also, it's very important that we pass this message on. Merc Rain says, so I'm not thinking about getting married.
Yeah, don't do it, brother. It's crap.
I'm heartbroken.
Seems like there was a whole lot of drama there. You're better off.
I just noticed that Luke is here.
Glad to know all of our listeners are following this conversation. Varian, what's our number?
Our number on Indie Vote right now is actually 41,800.
Yeah,
it's gotta be close. Yes, sir.
We are huge right now in the UK, also Germany.
Are you listening to that Indie Vault? Those barns are burning.
The tribunal of Nick Gibson continues.
It finally happened. Listen. Here's the thing. I knew this shit was gonna happen sooner or later, and I will give you. I was at one point. I was so pissed. I said, I'm gonna hurt the kid, but they said no, and I believe it or not, it was Randy. Randy said, He'll get rid of himself there, and he'll cancel himself. Just give it time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
in a bucket. In a bucket.
And I said, it wasn't. And I had that Magneto thing. God works too slow.
Well, I remember messaging you, Varian. You were saying, you sometimes you do one of those little cryptic tweets on fucking Facebook, and you're talking about Nick. And I messaged you, and I said, "What's this all about?" And he's like, "Well, it's your boy." I'm like, "Oh fuck," right? And then I'm like, well, maybe go easy on the kid. Obviously he's mentally fucking not all there and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, well, I don't know. And you him and hawed about it. And then I think you kind of went light on him. You know what I mean?
I did. I went.
And then I
went light.
talked to him afterwards and I said, brother, like, you gotta calm your shit down a little bit. You're pissing some people off. I said, Baron had you on the show. All he did was try to help you. And I don't understand where all this is coming from, but you need to take a step back. And clearly he just doesn't listen at all. So I don't know.
How dare you?
Hey, Nick, hold on. I just want to say something very. This is for you, Nick. You ever want to fight with me? I'm happy to go toe to toe with you. You don't gotta be a little bitch trying to start a fight. You just come at me, and I'll put you in your place. And I'll put you in the car seat.
I can speak from experience.
Whoa! Let's not resort to violence here.
No, I'm not gonna hurt him. I'm not gonna hurt
Me
him.
and Rob have talks back and forth. I know exactly what Rob is saying. Rob won't back down from your brother.
This is what you get in the mail when you order from Nick Gibson. This is what you get in the mail. This is the type of book, and it's all he stuck it in the mail. No, this is the bubble mailer, no protection, or a little flimsy piece of protection. And this is and that's the second.
No, look, creators really need to look at this picture and understand what's going on here. Having a thin serial piece of cardboard is not going to protect your book. The post office.
You got the cardboard, a thin piece?
Yeah, I got it here.
That is not going to protect your book, okay? If you are going to send it in like a bubble mailer sort of style, you need to wedge it between two pieces of thick cardboard so that you can't bend it yourself. Because when the mailman and those guys running around the country with all these packages, and by the way, they're swamped right now due to COVID, they're just doing whatever. These packages get chucked around, they'll get smashed around, they'll get folded, whatever the mailman has to do to make his day easier, he's going to do it. So my brother, he works for a shipping companies, is when you ship stuff like this, is rule of advice is you got to ship it like it's going to go through a war zone. Yep. Period.
Yeah, and this is not how you do it. But to come into the chat and act like, oh, well, I didn't do it. I did it. They should have went to social media before I was here. It came to me. No. You should have did it right the first time.
Now, the people that do this, they're trying to skimp out on the shipping cost. They don't want to pay for supplies. They want to do it the cheapest way possible. For me to send a comic to any of you guys in the States, bare minimum is $12.10 Canadian. Certainly not $2.80. Fuck God, I wish it was. You know what I mean?
But you convert that to American, it's about $3.
Yeah, well, we might get close.
I just it's he could have done so much better, and I wouldn't have anything to say to him. I wouldn't.
Pissed off variant equals ratings.
It does. And the fact that he came in the chat. Now, if he wanted a link to come in the chat, I'd give him an opportunity to come in and plead his case. But he doesn't
give him my spot. Nick, if you want to come in right now and face the tribunal, you can have my spot. But brother, I actually want to be there so I can say some shit to you. But I'm willing to step out.
I'll drop out if he shows up. I will drop out.
I could drop out. I'll have to volunteer to step out.
But Brian, you're covering yourself for butter for nothing.
Bring it on.
He's got the butter he can get.
I could go get popcorn. It's all good.
I'll stay with Varian. I'll just be here with Varian. I'll let him do all the work, but I want to be here.
Luke, you've been shipping books for years, Luke.
Years, yeah.
What? How does shit like that occur? How do you put something in the mail like that and think it's going to get where it's going? By the way, you didn't send a woman
Lazy
her
cutting corners, man.
You didn't send a woman her
Here's the thing. It don't take that much effort to send a book. It don't take that much effort to send a book and it show up in good shape, man. I ship around the world. We're talking like some, armpit of the world kind of stuff, and the stuff shows up in good shape. You just got to put in a little bit of effort. I mean, you work that hard on your book. Well, most of us work real hard on our books. And we put some effort into it. I mean, for crying out loud, take care of it. Make sure it gets to them all right.
But it took more than a week and a half.
With the way the book looks, I think that's the accurate way to ship it. And I'm being just honest. It's just about worth the way it was shipped. I just feel bad people paid money for it.
So how many books did he need to send out? Because you can get 150 Gemini mailers for $74.
Look at that. Not even a book of mailer at that point. Not even a book a mailer. Wow. Can't even speak.
It's 50 cents. It's cheap.
Yeah.
But no.
So probably less than he paid for this bubble mailer.
Yeah. No excuse.
Mm-hmm. If he didn't
he probably got the bubble mailer at Walmart. That's probably what he did. He probably went and got just enough that he needed. Instead of thinking ahead, just get some of those little bubble wrap, man. I tell you, it doesn't take much.
That's exactly what he did.
Well, you can find that shit at Dollar General. So
Yeah.
You killed your audience. You have no audience now. Put out another book. Nobody's gonna care.
Oh, well,
That's what fulfillment is, man.
Well, the thing that got me was the fact that he came in to attack me because I hadn't contacted him directly first.
That's how
But-
you ship books, Nick. Gemini mailer.
But had he, if he heard my comments or whatever, he could have easily messaged me too.
Yeah.
And apologized for the quality
That's what I'm
and
saying. He owes me
what
an
he can do
apology.
about it.
If he would have done that, I'd have gone right back to promoting his books and listening to him whine about I'm gonna kill myself one day, and then he's a Billy badass talking to somebody else the next day.
Well, I'll tell you. When I
I'm-
made my shipping video, he was there. He watched it. He watched it live, so that he's got no excuse that way. And then I told him, I said, listen, he said, I can't afford the Gemini mailers. I said, dude, I got 100 of them for $100. It's $1 a fucking mailer. It's probably cheaper than buying those bubble fucking mailers from Walmart. You know what I mean? Like,
I sent him the template, the measurements from the one I make them myself. We get so much stuff in the mail. We got boxes all the time. I make my own Geminis. Why pay? I have a template. I have a template.
Even with the bubble wrap,
I mean,
I used to work for FedEx.
He
All he
knew-
has to do is.
There's
I'm
a-
sorry, I'm stepping on you, pops. Go ahead.
There's a long story in front of that. That's Merck's comment, by the way.
But I mean, this
I'm
dude,
not-
okay, he was told
I
by that
appreciate
guy.
Merck's
he was told by that guy. He was told over and over again by many different people that fulfillment and getting people a good condition book, because we're collectors. We're collectors. Give me a book that I can put on the wall, man.
I want a
That's
sound clip.
what you were told.
I want that as a sound clip.
Not only that, give me a book that I can read. I mean, really. I mean, have you ever tried reading a book that's been mangled, look like it's gone through the garbage
I
disposal?
tried just to flip through it, and it was like you couldn't even.
well, look, this is just one step up from the stealing solo fiasco. You know what I mean?
Time for an alias, bud. You might be toast.
Well, here's the thing.
That's his new alias. Toast.
Stepped on his own feet.
He
could have on the feet of the people that were helping him, like Katrina, like Barry and Randy, that were promoting him, putting him out there, like I was. No, man, and then you do people like that. Done.
He straight up lied on me. Oh, you wouldn't keep me on the show. I didn't kick you off the show. What are you talking about?
Oh, I was controlling the board that day.
I
It
was
fun.
officially done the night or the day he posted his thank you video.
Very-
That was it for me.
Yeah.
See, and that was
22
what I'm saying. Then he wanted
20
to be at my con, and I was like, sorry, dude.
What were you saying, Rob? I'm sorry.
22 physical backers out of 37 backers on the project. He raised $1,167, which means he had plenty of money to afford the actual the mailers, because that should have come before he paid any of his team. So let's be honest, that the money he made, and that's not shaming him, that's okay. He made $1,000 for his first campaign at 37 people. He had to deliver to 22 of those people. There's no excuse for that. 22 people. You did not have to mangle these books. You had very little. I've done 22 people for one round to the post office. Just one round. 22 people is nothing. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
There's no budgeting problem here, except for the fact that you faked your own campaign. It should have failed and saved everyone spending money on this. Basically, as Eric has shown us, a trash can on fire. That is your book.
story I
As a
had
matter of
gotten
fact,
on that actual, him getting that boost. He told me when it happened that a friend of his put in like $500 into the campaign. That's the story he had given to me.
That's the story he gave me too.
Yeah, his friend is dad. They're good
Wait,
friends.
wait,
They've
wait,
known
wait,
each other his whole life.
I was going to say, the way he treats people, who's the friend that threw $500 at him? I need this friend.
Well, I think Rob is probably more closer to the truth than that story is. He probably boosted his own campaign to make sure it would succeed. And that's probably why he's being so cheap with it too, though, right? And this is a common mistake I see with brand new creators all the time is they get a little bit of money and they don't know how to handle it properly. And either they've overspent or, they do shit frivolously. And they don't take the responsibility. Listen, think what you want about, EBS, but he was on the show the other night on his show saying, look, you take the money you make, and you consider that to be not your money. It's only your money after you have done your fulfillment. Whatever's left, that could be yours. And
That's
usually that
absolutely
just
true.
gets cycled back into your next project anyway, you know?
We had a comment earlier, and I put it back up here. We had a comment from someone who wrote in from Terry, and he said, "Randy, you want to read that?"
Terry T, do you guys think it's in bad form to go back to the well of crowdfunding after hitting $1 million on a project? Kickstarter and Indiegogo were created to help with initial funding, not to be storefronts for items. I, for one, will not be crowdfunding any more projects where the original creators have made over $1 million. Terry
Well, that's
T.
on you. I mean, here's the thing. Initially, crowdfunding did start off that way. And for the most part, Kickstarter still is that way. Indiegogo does basically allow you to go in demand and essentially run it like a storefront. And man, let me tell you something. If I was making $1 million off my comic, I wouldn't fucking stop. I can guarantee you that right now.
Well, I said this earlier, and I think JD, I don't know if you were here for that, but I said earlier that I used to feel the same way that JD, not JD, that Terry felt, because I'm like, well, shit, you made $1 million. Now go fund your company. You know, go start your company. And now I realize that, you know what, that's not really a good idea. I should, you know, like it's the same thing as crowdfunding and or not crowdfunding, but pre-ordering a book. The same exact thing. Jim O'Reilly in the house says, hello, how's everyone? Jim, how's it going? I've been trying to get you on Art of War with the new host right there, Eric Hodson of Art of War. There he is. Yeah, Jim, we are taking a creator to task for screwing on people in this crowdfunding campaign. He's not shipping out books the way he's supposed to. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
About Age of Remnants when we're done with this guy. So
we are. I want to jump back to Age of Remnants.
Yeah, we started on it and then we got kind of.
We certainly didn't do that project any fierce. But I just want to say the best line that Nick said to me was, "I was disappointed in you." Like fucking, you know, him disappointed in me. No, brother, I'm fucking disappointed in you. Okay, let's just make it clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. He was disappointed in you for his bad shipping?
He was disappointed in me because I made some comments in the chat about the shipping, right? And I said, you know, he watched my video, he knew all about it. And then shortly after, just probably about 10 minutes ago, I got a little message. I'm disappointed in you, man. Give me one reason why I should unfriend you. I'm like, no, please, fucking unfriend me.
If you unfriend me, the air supply company will cut my air off and I'll die.
No, get rid of the last few people that could have helped you, maybe giving you some advice, maybe help you turn this around somehow. Chop my fucking head off. That's fucking great, brother. Like,
Jim O'Reilly says, who was that? That's Nick Gibson of the Phoenix Press, who cannot be happy, by the way, the real Phoenix Press, the company that really is the Phoenix Press, cannot be happy with Nick Gibson right now, using their name and then shipping shitty comic books out. Hope they don't find out. It'd be a real shame.
That's not even his company?
No, the Phoenix Press. He didn't do it. He just stole the name. He just liked the name and took it. And there's like a company out there that does book publishing. They're called the Phoenix Press. That isn't their logo. They have a bird too,
okay.
But he just, I guess it's a generic name.
Gotcha.
However, I would be concerned because if I'm publishing books and you're putting out books and they look like that, I'd be concerned that someone's going to. But I mean, come on, let's face it. How many books actually went out? He funded his own campaign. What, 7, 8 books maybe?
Mm-hmm.
7.
I thought Rob said we had to mail out 22.
Yeah. Was it 20 actually?
Well, you can
based on the
fake
numbers.
Yeah.
You can fake those numbers with fake accounts. I'm giving him credit.
Don't be sorry, Jim.
I have a serious question here. What is the Kickstarter campaign that we're talking about right now?
Hang in there, Jim. We'll swing this topic around here pretty.
Let's go look at Age of Remnants. So let's go look at it. I do want to look at this.
Now,
book.
this is a different campaign from what we've been talking about for the last half hour.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please do not associate this campaign with the other campaign.
Yeah, this campaign is actually good.
This one launched today. It's actually being done again with additional pages. It's been out before. I actually have a copy of it. It's an excellent read. I don't want to go through this whole reading thing. I'm gonna get with Russell and we're gonna get video up on this page. I didn't know he didn't have a video. We're gonna figure something out for him because I don't want to have to make everybody go through this. But the art, Russell's art, the book itself, the story is very unique.
Mhm.
Okay, I mean, I've read a lot of stories over the years, and this one didn't come out of anything that I've, the many different things that I've read. It's I mean, I don't even have a way to cross it. Something and something. It's unique. You will all like it. I think Jim might know a little bit about it too. It's a Third Empire book. The deal is the guys who are doing it are on a live feed right now, launching it themselves.
Ah.
So I can't get them out here to talk about it right now, but I'd like to get them out here sometime while the campaign's live.
Yes, absolutely.
That's Russell Oldham, the Black Wolf, and Greg Harms of Third Empire. This is actually the first book coming out from under the Third Empire banner. So, it's something I'm looking forward to because when this one goes, then the next one goes, and then here comes Mojo. That's what I'm waiting for. Third Empire has 6-7 titles coming out.
You can get a $10 print copy of this book for $10. Ships in September 2020. Only the United States, unfortunately, for our international audience listening in. But you can get that PDF if you're out of the country. That PDF can go pretty much anywhere, except for China, if things get crappy in the next couple of weeks. But
they'll still try to send it to China. Come on.
Yeah.
There may be other covers thrown in if we reach certain certain amount of backers or certain amount of money, whatever. They probably have some other things in mind that they ain't talking about because that's what we like to do, is surprise people and make people have fun and be excited about the book they're gonna get in a nice Gemini with the little stretch goals and stuff.
$150 the rare collector items all gone right now, but you can still get some other cool perks on there. We will look at this again. Me and Randy will look at it in depth on the Breakfast Buzz on Thursday morning.
Yes, we will.
Maybe we can get Russell and some of these other guys on and talk about it.
Yep.
Cool. I will try to make that happen. I don't know about everybody's work schedule, but like I said, they're all out there right now on a launch party, so I should probably be over there with them. But I want to go talk to you guys too, because that's what I do. Just try to make sure everybody. Oh, and the con you guys are doing, man. Make sure you share that feed in the group, guys.
Yeah. Well, I think I might be part of that. I think I might bring Rebel Comics to indie event.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm saying, make sure you guys share that in the group every night. Don't I'm not always watching.
Now, speaking of cons, though, Pops, you just ran a con over this weekend. Tremendous success, I would say. You had the whole crew, or basically the whole crew from Naughty Stripper Fairies?
Yeah.
Man, so you had Steph Wilson, you had
I question the quality of the event as I was not there.
No, it was fabulous. Why? Because I was there.
And Varian was actually probably throwing an invite. So.
I did pop in there to say something. Popped in the chat. I did see a guy. I forget his name right now.
Did you see they shared a link for where you can pick up the shirt if you were?
I did see that. They had some really cool ads. Eric might remember. Remember I did those con artist hats, like the Bullet Club.
Oh yeah.
I did some shirts, and then they had some that said Artist Club with the skull, but they had hats, and they only made a certain small amount of the hats, and I thought that'd been cool to have. Jim O'Reilly said, "I don't know the project too well, but I do know Russ is nervous. LOL, but excited." Indie Vote Radio. Quick question, guys, from Indie Vote Radio, and this is in regards to Gemini mailers. We all know Gemini mailers are good, but is there any type of tape that you prefer to use? Packing tape works. Packing tape works. Just don't use Scotch tape.
No.
I use this.
Don't use VHS tape. It has no uses.
At the dollar store, we'll do just fine.
Don't use painter's tape on the outside of your packing.
Yeah, and don't get cheap with the tape. Buy real packaging tape.
Yeah, real packing tape.
Yeah, how about you, Brian? Do you use any type of tape on your packages, or?
I use standard packing tape on mine, and I try to put enough on there
And he freezes.
that it dealt the average person about 15 minutes to get into.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that,
you know what? If you want to make sure that your book is safe, just wrap the damn thing in duct tape. Just keep wrapping it until
I
you're
try to
done.
never use any tape on my package unless I'm shipping something out.
Well, I mean, Varian.
Oh, go ahead,
Varian.
Yeah.
Remember what happened with the package I sent you and how
Yeah,
much tape
yeah.
I used? Imagine
Yeah.
if I hadn't used the tape I did, that thing
Yeah.
would have been killed.
Yeah, Rob just sent the package to me. It was a nice size priority mailbox, but when it got here, one side it popped open, like it looked like the glue had given away and kind of pulled away, and you could see the books on the inside. And thankfully, nothing was damaged. The mailman actually threw them on my porch, which was, that was nerve wracking. Thank God it didn't rain, because they would have been exposed to the rain. But another thing that that Rob had done, he had wrapped them. The books were all wrapped and
bubble wrap.
No, not bubble wrap.
Saran wrap.
Right from the printer.
Oh,
right,
okay.
right when the printer does it, the printer, binds them in that plastic.
Like
and
shrink wrap.
Yeah, shrink wrap.
Shrink wrap. Yes.
And that
Who'd
goes
we
a
just
long way
lose?
too. I'm not sure.
You just lose somebody?
Did we lose Eric? I think we lost Eric. Yep,
I
lost
think you
Eric.
lost
Yep.
Eric.
Yeah, he'll pop back in. Yeah, it definitely helps
Eric.
when you do that.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Varian, before we go, JD's got a project that he just started.
let's take a look at it.
So pull it up, JD. You got it?
Yeah, I'll share a screen.
All right. In the meantime, I have to step out for just a second. I'll be right back.
I don't know what to do now.
Hold on.
Let's go back and talk about Nick. Nick, you're a prick. And you know
He's inspired me, though. He's
Yeah.
inspired me. I'm going to start mailing all my stuff in gallon plastic bags now.
Imagine the money you'll save.
I know. I
Guys, run out of
squandering all
bags.
this money to keep it safe. All I had to do is get it to you.
Yeah.
I seen a guy run out of bags and he shipped his comics in fucking Ziploc, man.
No, we can just fold them up like they did back in the day, and they had that nice crease right down the middle of them.
Well, that's the stealing solo method, sir.
I don't know.
There you go.
Enough to remember those times, but
The Oswald Chronicles, issue 1-8.
Now this is about Mr. J.D. Calderon. Did I put it right? Did I put enough accent on there for you?
It's Calderon.
Calderon. Let's see, I can't do that.
You don't know how to roll your R's properly.
Yeah. Walk us through this, JD.
All right. Well, the Oswald Chronicles is about a mouse. His name is Oswald, and basically he is the only animal in this world who can read or speak or think, and he's trying to find his purpose in the world. But the problem is that he's surrounded by all these fairies and trolls, and he lives in the middle of Manhattan, and he's trying to find out what's going on. He's having problems with evil queens and little kids and all this crazy stuff. So these are his adventures. And basically, this is the madness that I'm going through. I think, hold on, let me show you guys something.
When you said that he was the only little mouse that can read or speak, I have flashbacks of me at a family reunion. Being the only person there who can probably read, and it's just I'm loving the coloring on those covers.
Yeah. This was the interior artwork that you're seeing that I'm scrolling through right now. This is done by Jade Gonzalez. She's from Chile, and she does all the artwork here. But the covers, these are alternative covers. So this is like a second printing for me. These covers are done by a guy out of Indonesia. His name is Donnie H. I say H because if I try to pronounce his name, I just ruin it. It's like Hari Wajaja, and I always destroy his last name. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Donnie. But yeah, he did a fantastic job on these. They were also colored by a guy named Carlos Moreno, and he does excellent work. Now, if we scroll down a little bit further, we have this.
Oh, I like that cover.
I like that one.
Yeah, this is by my old running mate. This is illustrated by Matt Lunsford. This is a guy I worked with for many, many years. And yeah, he did this. He also did all the interiors on this book. And that's this. This was a one-shot that goes along with the rest of it. And this is a story where Oswald is visited at his home by an evil entity, this guy here. And he's basically just looking for Oswald's help with something, and just does not go well.
So let me ask you. It says here that this is from 1 to 8. So like you back this project, you're getting all 8 books. Is that going to be like in a trade? Or are they separate floppies? How's that done?
No, these are all separate floppies because what it is actually currently I've already released issues 1 through 3, then 3 through 4 through 6 in other campaigns, and so now people can just pick up those. People who've already picked up those can pick up 7 and 8 and the one shot. But there's also you can also pick up 1 through 8 as well.
So what's the newest? Is the newest one the one shot, or is the newest one number 8?
The newest one would be number 8. The one shot, it's all on its own.
Now, how long have you been doing this for? Because 8 issues in, man, you know, and I know how long it takes to put together a comic book. How long have you been at this for, brother?
I started self-publishing in 91, 92.
Damn, man.
Yeah, I've been working on this project with Jade probably for the last 12 years. I'm probably about 1,000 pages in.
Okay, and so what's the future now? Is this series sort of concluded with the 8 issues, or is this something that's going to keep trucking on?
No, this is something that's going to be keep trucking on. I'm probably looking at, I don't know, 75 issues at some point.
Oh, wow, man.
21 days left on that.
I set them for short. I set them for very short periods.
Mm-hmm. I have to back this. That looks good.
Now, is this on Kickstarter or is this Indiegogo? This looks like Indiegogo.
Yeah, this is Indiegogo.
Yeah. So have you done this on Kickstarter and then like decided to go and test your luck with Indiegogo to see how it goes? Because you know I know what that's all about. So I've done that.
Yeah. If you look at here, right, you see this main cover. You look right next to it. Right next to it, you'll see these other covers. Those were the original covers. Those are the ones done by Jade. And then I had commissioned Donnie to do the alternative covers. So this is just all for the alternative covers.
So if someone wanted to jump in, like, you know, say they just want like issue 1, are they able to do that? Like they just want to check the first one out or something. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. No, I probably should put that, because you know it's funny. I used to do that where I would just sell the first issue. So that's actually a good suggestion. I might actually do that.
Should always do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do have one other one to share before we hang it up here tonight. We're gonna JD, do you want to come back on Thursday? No, you don't do mornings.
Oh man, I will try. You know this, I'm on vacation this entire week. So, you know, everybody's going back to work in New York this week, and I told my boss, because I worked throughout the whole COVID thing. So I told him, I said, listen, the day everybody comes back, that's the week I don't want to be here. So, so I took this week off.
By the way, Merck says my little brother has a lot of these pictures that you're showing, but they're not going to feed him when he's hungry. They don't feed us either, Merck. We draw them. But he's
sticking to them. Yeah. And his room is all papers and drawings everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it at night, and he's looking at him, but he doesn't want to leave the drawing on paper.
You know, he has to tell him to keep drawing, and he says, "Happy dreams." Just thought you guys should know that. I'm sorry, Merck.
Happy dreams and more beautiful
reality tomorrow.
Friend.
Thank you.
You too, Merck.
Absolutely.
We wish you only the best.
Let's take a look real quick here at Miss Katrina Rhodes' project.
Did we mention Jim O'Reilly? Okay, he's got to go get some sleep. Plan on drawing all day tomorrow. You guys keep up the good fight. Jim, you too.
I love some Mr. Jim O'Reilly.
Live feeds that he does tomorrow for sure.
Yeah.
You know, Jim did a Niobe drawing on one of the drawing quarters, and I loved it so much. You know, the guy actually sent it to me for free along with a couple of prints, and he just asked that I cover the shipping, man. That's the type of guy that Jim O'Reilly is.
Yeah. I've been trying to get Jim.
Book.
I've been trying to get Jim on Art of War for a while, but it just we cannot link up. But it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Teddy Bear Tail here from Miss Rhodes, and this is Nick Davis, not to be confused with that other Nick.
Please, don't confuse the two.
Yeah, this Nick actually has talent, and you know I know that when I listen to this back on YouTube and I put the closed caption in, it's gonna not say Nick. Because I talk fast. I speak very fast, and it's gonna put something racist up. I know it, but that's fine. It's done it before. It has. So, yeah. Kat, here is your book. $20 for the trade. That's how you should get you. That's what I selected. As you might be able to see that I selected $20 pledge. And Kat, you guys are at $1,769 of a $3,020 goal. 17 days ago. I thought it said hours. I was like, okay.
17 hours. Oh no, I'd be in such a panic state.
Yeah, and I'll be picking one of them up because my grandson's birthday is the 16th, so that works out pretty good. I'll be getting one of those. One of the other books, the Amazon book, right? That's the one I was getting.
Yeah, yeah.
July 25th.
You know.
Yep, we got until July 25th on this. This is Kickstarter for issues 5 and 6, as well as the trade. So if you want to get started, you can get started. If you want to get the whole thing at once, you can do that. We also have handmade custom toys, so you can have your own toy to help fight the monsters under your bed. In this particular episode issue, whatever they're called, the toys are in the underbed, getting ready to fight the boogeyman to save their child's soul from all the big bad.
It got dark.
It got dark,
It
yeah.
got dark. My son read the last release, and he was like, I want to know what happens next. And I'm like, God damn it, Katrina.
That's good. If you can have someone read your book and go, I need to know what happens next. Where's that next one? Give it to me now. She's done her job right.
Yeah, I didn't like that. I was very upset about it.
How many pages is it?
You know what? I believe it says on here.
Oh, did I stop sharing? I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll scroll real quick.
I was looking at my own pretty face. I'm sorry.
It's not a hardcover. That looks nice.
We offer, I believe there's a soft cover trade as well as a hardcover trade offered. I want to say the final book is either
44 plus pages of.
It's 40. I believe the episode, or I keep saying episode. Issue 5,
150 plus pages.
There you go. Is the single issue is with 5 and 6 in it is about 44 pages. And then for the whole thing, it's around 150 for the trade.
Very nice, very nice. That's a big book. Shipping on that's going to be rather expensive. Hopefully you'll package it
in good condition.
Yeah.
So what's the price point on one of these trades for a 150-page book? What are we looking at here?
We are looking at $20. She'll get you the trade.
20 bucks for the soft cover. Yeah,
that's
$20 for the soft cover. I don't see the hardcover. I'm pretty sure it is here.
It's in there.
Collector's edition.
I believe the collector's edition may be the first one that has the hardcover in it.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yep. I printed in digital copy of the hardback and a teddy bear tail graphic novel with the collector's edition X. Yeah. So $30. So $5 more. $10 more to get you the hard.
Get you the hardcover.
Yeah. And Katrina, I need you to realize something. It is imperative that Nick ships that book of the utmost quality.
No.
Katrina, you do not want me spitting at the camera.
He'll never hear the end of it from me. If it's
I'll call you both in here. It will be. I'll let Brian do it. I'll let Brian K. Morris do it. I'll let him do all the yelling and the. Yeah, I can't believe this.
After all we went through with the other Nick, didn't you learn?
Yeah. No more Nicks. No more.
That's it.
Your name is Nick. You're out of comics. That's great.
Well, if I was Nick Gibson right now, I would stop all shipping of comics until he had the right material. Then I would contact everyone that he did ship comics to, find out if they got jacked up and if they did replace them. And I shouldn't even be giving him this advice, but that's the first thing you start doing, Gibson. Okay, that's the first thing you do.
Yeah, the first thing you do is apologize to Katrina.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, between him and Katrina, that's a personal thing. They're gonna have to work that out for themselves. I'm just talking in general, just like keeping care of your backers. Like
I'm not talking about the book. I'm talking about the book.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. He did, he did a lot worse than that. I mean, he really screwed Katrina over. Financially, he was disrespectful to her in several other ways that she won't get into on air. But he deserves all the shit he's getting talked about him right now. But Randy wants to say something. Randy,
can you see that?
Yeah.
Nick Gibson posted this just 30 minutes ago.
Okay, what does it say, brother?
You all ever heard of the Streisand effect? I appreciate all the free advertising people have been giving me as of late. You all rock.
Dude, it ain't good. I'm gonna fucking
Yeah.
tell you that right now.
You know
This
what?
ain't good.
He literally just messaged me. A normal person would have messaged the sender if the package was damaged. Guess you're not a normal person, are you?
Oh,
See?
If you want a replacement, all you have to do is ask. Sigh, you truly do love the spotlight, don't you?
Uh-huh.
No, you have the spotlight now, sir. It's all on you.
So so this is just another attack.
It's a dingleberry on the asshole of comics, just hanging.
Most of the people on this screen tried to help that dude out. He's attacking the most vulnerable of us. Tough guy.
So who's going to send him a copy of the Dale Carnegie book? That's what I want to know.
He just put it in a tub and stash it in his shed. That's all.
All I can tell you is the next episode of Rebel Comics is going to be a fucking good one.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. Yeah, Dale Carnegie would be very upset. I've even got the remix version where some modern guys take Dale's work and they piss all over it. I mean, they try to add to it, but they really piss all over it. It's horrible.
But hey, 6 days.
6 days. Oh,
Actually,
got another book.
Sorry, 7 days. A week from today.
That's the one
on Amazon. We will check that. Everybody, where can they find you?
They can find me on Facebook, Katrina Rotes, or Katrina Rotes Author. And then mostly Instagram under Life with Katie and catscratchpress.com.
Next, we'll go to Brian K. Morris.
Yeah. Well, unaccustomed as I am to talking about myself, Rising Tide Publications, risingtide.pub. We also do a 3 times a week interactive talk show in the mornings called Never Mind the Furthermore. It's not as cool as Indie Volt, but God knows we try. And on Tuesday nights, kind of leading up and warming you up, we do Clever Title Pending on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about creativity and the business behind it. And I'm also going to be heavily involved in IndieCon this weekend with Rob and Meredith, and we're just trying to get through life. Thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, sir. Thank you for being on here. And did you guys notice that when certain people came in the chat, when Luke came in, I had to control myself. I'm like, Luke's here. He's gonna.
You didn't have to.
he's gonna yell at me later for swearing. I'm gonna be nice now. Pops, where can they find you at, sir?
As always, in the Facebook group, Comic Related Madness. And I just wanted to show this right here. This is the crew number 2. This is the actual first appearance of Pops in a comic book.
That's awesome. I like that Atari cover too.
Fine, this is the first one, but it's gonna happen again.
That's cool. Luke, where can they find you at, sir?
Yeah, you can find me at lukestonestudios.com or follow that little web address down there, terraformcomics.com. Sign up for a mailing list. I am the author and the artist. I do all the words and scribbles behind a little book called Hybrids, the Sons of Gods. We have 5 issues out. One last copy of the full print of the original print version of that series at Indiegogo right now. So if you go by and check out Hybrids 5, you'll be able to find that and take the last one off my hands. The next printing is going to have the Terraform logo on it. So it's going to be a beautiful looking book. And don't forget to go to terraformcomics.com. Sign up for the mailing list.
I just got 1 through 5 of the hybrids from Luke last week, and they came in perfect condition.
Yeah,
cool. We're gonna bounce.
So they look awesome, by the way.
We're gonna cut over to.
Just arrived yesterday. It was wonderfully published.
We're gonna cut. We're gonna zigzag over to
busted.
We're gonna zigzag over to JD. JD, where can they find you at, sir?
They can find me on Facebook under JD Calderon. You can also find me on theoswaldchronicles.com or talltalesonline.com. So those are my 2 books, or Twitter. Also on YouTube under JD Calderon.
And make sure you pop over there to his Indiegogo campaign. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm in the chat in the description, and they can go over there and check that out. Everyone's links are gonna go in the description. So make sure you message those to me too after the stream is over tonight. And
yeah, we definitely want to have you on Thursday, JD.
Yeah. And Niobe,
I'll wake up early.
Yeah, there you go.
You can make it.
We'll go Mr.
Larry's
Mr.
got his
Bacon.
mouth full.
Yeah. Do you want me to read it? You want me to read it for you? You just move your mouth and I'll act like it's you. You're not talking. You can't hear you. Are you muted?
You can find extra copies of
I might
Niobe
be
here.
All right. I'll tell you this, man. Good things are happening with Niobe. We got a web store. Man, we made like $150 worth of sales over the weekend. I just sent a bunch of books to CGC because I'm a creator artist with them now. So we're gonna have like CGC Paul Green covers. This beautiful cover right here coming up for sale, graded with signature labels. And tomorrow I receive a big box of comic books. Speaking of fulfillment, I'm going to be fulfilling my Indiegogo campaign with our rags variant covers and all that good stuff. And that all starts tomorrow. In the meantime, you can pick up extra copies at gumroad.com, Niobe Comics, wherever I have left laying around the house. I'll post up on the store and put up for sale. So that store is always updating. And thanks to Varian and Randy and everyone else for letting me come on and say my piece about current events here.
Thank you, and let's go over to Mr. Anderson, who should have had a better run. WWE, don't you agree?
No, I think that my name's fine. Don't bother me. I'll be here on Indie Volt on the radio Saturday night at 9 p.m. We'll be talking about how bullshit most online cons are, and especially the bullshit of them trying to charge people to be part of it or to actually attend it. And if you guys notice, we're not calling this weekend a con at all. It's not. It's an indie event. It's people coming together to celebrate the fact that we're not giving up just because COVID showed up. We're going to keep creating, and we're going to get it to you guys. We're going to let you see it. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that people see the creativity didn't put its pencils down. It kept going in the indie market. Remember, indie is spelt with two E's. The I makes no sense in indie. You can follow me at MrAnderson.com. Of course, Terraform Comics, where me, Varian, Meredith, Brian K. Morris, Eric, and Luke Stone all are making some, we're as the slogan says, we're changing the landscape of comics. That's true. That's damn true. And finally, of course, you can find me on Kickstarter right now at WrittenSinsComics.com, and you can see my earlier work where I was a lot more political and a lot more angry, as Brian K. Morris says.
And of course, I couldn't do this show without Mr. Zim.
Oh, you could.
No, I couldn't.
Hey, I'm on Facebook under Randy Zimmerman. I twit every once in a while on the Twitter as Randy Zim. I do the Zim Geek channel here on YouTube. ZIMMGEEK. There's new material. I swear, there's new material coming. Other than that, I'm here on Indie Volt on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m., Thursday mornings at 9 a.m., and wherever else I happen to squeeze into throughout the week. So all those times are Eastern Standard Time.
I want to piggyback on what Rob said. I've been doing cons since April. I ain't never charged nobody nothing. It ain't never been about hitting the creators for money. It's been about putting the creators back behind the table.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who do. There are a lot of people who are.
Rob, and I'll be promoting you guys.
There are people who are charging for these online cons, and that needs to stop. That before it becomes a thing that everyone's all of a sudden now $50 for an online spot in my con. I'm gonna have, because look, we got promoters who lie about who's coming through the door anyway.
Hey, there's people out there.
I'm not charging nobody. Come on, man.
There's people out there asking for money for master classes to learn how to write comics and how to properly set up a Kickstarter campaign and who knows what. Don't spend money when you can take a few afternoons of your time, cruise around YouTube, and get all the information you need. And if not, then you can send us a question, and we'll be very happy to answer anything that you might have to ask us about this industry. No question is too embarrassing or small or silly, because remember, we take questions here all the time out on, just address it Indie Volt Live at indievolt.com, include Indie Volt Live in the subject, and please keep those emails to 90 words or less so that Varian can type them up on a nice happy little card. And then remember, our feedback will be better because of your setback. Hashtag get an education. Hashtag Indie Volt.
And that's gonna do it for us, guys. I want to thank everybody for watching. You can find me KYD_V on Twitter, Variant Ground on Facebook, Indie Vote on Facebook.
Variant.
Yeah.
Final numbers. Final radio
Final
numbers.
numbers for tonight. Yeah, 1 second. Final numbers are 45,563 people.
Record. That's a record.
Want to thank France. Want to thank Japan.
We love you all. We love you all.
The funny thing about the Christ fan effect, all those people aren't buying your shitty book, Nick. So
I don't think he was shipping overseas anyway.
Yeah, they would never make it. That condition. Guys, you can listen in to us on Indie Vote Radio on Google Play. If you have iOS, you download Streamer, type in Indie Vote Radio, you can find us there. And of course, you can also pop over to Roku if you want to see the independent movies you got over there. Indie Vote TV on Roku. It's free. We just added some new stuff. This episode will go up there tonight. Yeah. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. It's okay to play with yourself because sometimes that's all you're getting.
Before we leave, Merc Rain wants us all to know that he'll just leave. It's a farewell moment. I learned a lot from these minutes. Take good care of your health and stay away from mistakes. Maybe we won't meet again. Someone said, despair is a killer, as another said, the wound left in the middle of my chest on the cap of a tabi. If I said I decreased the value of my wounds, by me to the meeting.
Do I have to worry about this guy?
Thanks, Merc. We appreciate you being part of the program.
Love you, Merc.
Everybody,
emo kid on the verge of offing himself. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, I think you guys
Deep words to remember.
I really do.
Thanks for being with us, guys.
You'll wake up at 3 a.m. knowing exactly what Merc is talking about.
Yeah.
Deep wound in your chest.
It depends. I'm gonna have a couple more of those hemp cigarettes, and I'll see how I really get in tune with what he's talking about.
That's got to be the key.
Come back and read this in a few minutes, guys.
Yeah. Thanks for being with me, guys. We'll see you guys back here. No Geekgasm tomorrow. Special Geekgasm Sunday for the indie event.
Ooh, okay.
Nice.
We'll see you guys. Take care.
Have a good night.
Take.
Yay! Think about what you've accomplished.
You're not a dish. You're a man.
I just
What
want
is
something
wrong
else
with